All right, guys. Apparently, the iPhone people, the Apple people, they really care about your kids, your children. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Did that sound sarcastic? It might have been. It might have been. You guys are going to kill me for this. I already know it. I'm prepared, but I'll tell you here in a second. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency. Go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form, and you'll be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. I'd appreciate a subscribe or a donation. Actually, subscribe is good enough. Don't even worry about it. All right, before we get started on the Apple people, the iPhone people, the Mac people, we're gonna just a couple things real quick, guys. I think I told you we redid our website. If you want to come to Costa Rica and you don't know anything about the entry requirements, do I need shots? Do I need COVID testing? Do I need to be vaccinated? Do I need traveler's insurance? Where are the links? Where's that? Where's that? We have that on our page. Everything is there and it's current. All the information you need to come and leave Costa Rica. All right. The other thing that's kind of new on there is, for anybody that's been to Costa Rica before or knows anything about Costa Rica, renting a car is fraught with peril. Don't listen to me. Most people that do, anybody that does videos on Costa Rica will tell you the same. The price is not transparent. It's a scary thing when you go in and all of a sudden the price isn't the price, and what are you supposed to do? Got videos about that. But anyway, we have a thing. If you scroll down the page, it says, we know a guy. And there's a little thing that says buy a car. There's a little thing that says rent a car. Hit that rent a car thing, and you fill out this little form, and we'll get you off, and you can rent a car stress-free in Costa Rica. You don't got to worry about it. All right? One less thing. All right, you guys are going to kill me. You're going to kill me. I can't help it. I've said it before. When something gets in my mind, I got to say something. I guess I got to tell you guys. You're my only friends. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I have a platform, on YouTube. Obviously, it's small. We can say it, it's small. I mean, there's people that get 1 million views in 5 minutes. I don't, but I have a platform, and it's bigger than a lot of what other people have. And when something comes up, which it does every now and then, I feel like I need to say something. I feel like I need to put the word out there. Not that you haven't heard it, but maybe you didn't because you're busy living your life. You're living your life. Well, I have probably a little bit more time on my hands than you, and I see some things and I want to make you aware because these are so big to me. I'm thinking they might be big to you, and it's all about kind of your rights. Your rights. Now, I could go down a rabbit hole on this. I could get kind of technical, but I don't really want to. I want to make this easy because I know a lot of you, well, you're probably a lot more technical with the phones and the computers, the internet than I am, but there's a lot of you that maybe just, hey man, I just answer emails. I just talk on the phone. I'm on Facebook and I watch some, YouTube videos. So I don't really know a lot what's going on. Well, I'm going to tell you something that's, to me, scary. It's just this continuation of 1984 meeting Brave New World. I think we're starting to turn into sheep to slaughter. But anyway, okay, so what's Apple doing? The iPhone people, man. You know what the iPhone people are doing? The Apple people are doing? They said, we got to help the children. We got to save the children from being exploited. There's a lot of sexually explicit images and videos about underage kids on the internet. And there's people that share them, pass them around, and that whole thing is kind of a thing. And something does need to be done about that because it is kind of a problem. Now, I'm thinking that demographic, hopefully the unsavory adults that do that, I'm hoping that demographic is pretty small. But, since the internet's kind of worldwide now, there's a lot of that out there. Okay, so the people at Apple, they're going to roll out later this year, this software update called Neural Match. it will scan US iPhones, your iPhone, for images of child sex abuse. Videos, images. So what that means is they're going to scan photo libraries to see if they contain anything that matches a database of known child abuse imagery, because they do collect that stuff, I guess. You know, it's all around the world. It tends to be kind of the same videos and, I don't know, kids or whatever. So if it matches, they're gonna know things. It will also scan iMessages images sent or received by accounts that are owned by minors. So your kids, if they're talking to some unsavory person, might be an adult or not, and they're trading this imagery, they will alert the parents. They're going to alert the parents for you when they see that happening, when they scan the phone, because they're going to be able to tell. Now, let's all agree, what's better than saving the children? Come on, man. Everybody wants to save the children, protect the children. And I'll tell you, when they're being exploited sexually, minors, I mean, that's the lowest of the low, right? We could take some starving kids. We can take some starving dogs. We can see spousal abuse and some of these other things. But boy, we need to protect the kids. And if you don't want to protect the kids, if you don't like this iPhone app, you must be doing it. I'm not doing it, so go ahead and scan my phone, iPhone. Mr. Apple, go ahead, because I'm not doing anything. Those, my friend, are famous last words, okay? Those are famous last words. Now, again, who doesn't want to save the kids? But here's what's going to happen. So they're going to break, by putting this on your phone, they're going to break their own encryption and own privacy laws. And they will now have a backdoor into your phone to access your phone. And you let them do it. So they do this. Think of it like this if you don't really know the technology part. Think of the front of your house has cameras, a guard dog, security locks all down the door. Nobody's getting in your front door. You are protected. But if you just go around the back and look at that little basement opening, you can get in there. And that's what Apple is going to do. So now, are they just going to rush in, look at your stuff? No, probably not. But it gives them, they can do it at any time. So if they can look for unsavory images of kids being exploited and abused today, they're going to be able to look for a lot more tomorrow. So when they're checking your phone, let's check for that imagery of little kids. Look what he just bought yesterday. Wow, what's that? Is that a picture of his ass? Oh, he's a Trump supporter? Oh, who's he talking to? What's he doing? What's he doing? They're going to be able to do that, and you kind of let them in the door, right? So now, do you think that the reason Apple did this was to save the kids, or do you think it was to get access? I think they said, how can we have the people let us in the phone? Somebody said, I don't know, man, child abuse, that could be a way. And I think so. I don't really believe. I could be wrong. Dude, big tech is not looking out for you. We all know this now. It's not a thing anymore. They don't care about us. And guess what? Big tech is in bed with government. So when government goes, hey, Apple, check to see what, Michael Allen, I want you to check some things out. And then, maybe we'll have some Senate hearings and act like we care about what you're doing, but we're not going to do anything. But you need to let us access some of this information. See, it always starts like this, man. It always starts like this. The Patriot Act was the same thing. We're just looking for terrorists. I swear to God, if you're not a terrorist, you got nothing to worry about. Hey, we're just looking for the speeders. We're putting the cameras up so we can see who's speeding. Wow, where'd the facial recognition come in? They must be checking the people that are walking too fast on the sidewalk, right? Starts out good, but now with this whole child thing, it clouds your mind, because who doesn't want to save the children? Who's going to say no to that. Guys, it's getting scary. We're getting into a surveillance state. We're getting into a surveillance state, and we're letting them in. Do you trust them to keep your stuff private? To keep your health records private, and your insurance things, and how much you make, and your payroll, and how much you send PayPal, and what you do? Do you really believe they're checking for, that if you're diddling little kids or whatever, I don't know, man. And they're just they're telling us this. Now, okay, so Apple's in China, right? We say we don't like China, right? We don't like China. We're doing the same stuff. We're headed the same way. When Apple went into China, hey, we're coming from the United States. People have rights. We have principles, and this is how we want to do things. Well, China said, man, heck with you, dude. We're doing what we want you to do. Apple gives the government access to their people's content on their iPhones. It's up in the cloud, and they can access it. Why? What happened to the principles and the morals and all the ethics? Because the Chinese said, well, we're not, we won't let you in, if you don't do this. So it just comes down to what it always does. Economic decision making, right? Economic decision making. Guys, I know what you're thinking. I don't do that, so who cares if it's on the phone? But man, this is a very slippery slope, and we keep seeing it. How much in the face does it have to be of what's going on in the world? How much does it have to be in our face? We're seeing it. It's like we know it, and they don't even care. We don't do anything. People just watch their CNN or their Fox, and they go, "That's what's happening." I don't know. I've just been on this thing, and it's very scary to me which is why in the last few videos I've been saying, man, this is the time to maybe take a little bit more personal responsibility, make some decisions and choices, and maybe move to Panama, move to Costa Rica where it's a little bit lax. Some of these countries are freaking crazy. Crazy. And that's with the COVID stuff. What happens when this stuff starts happening? And I don't know, privacy is out the door, man. You really got to think about this. It really is 1984. Have you read those books? Please tell me you read those books. 1984 meets Brave New World. We're letting them do it. Sheep to slaughter, man. Sheep to slaughter. We can't let this go, man. Because you think it's going to stop with iPhones? If iPhone people are doing it, it's probably going to, the other phones are going to, it's just going to be like, again, surveillance state. China. That doesn't scare you? It doesn't scare you? It should. It freaking should. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I think, we already don't have enough privacy as it is. So I think we need to protect what we have left, if there is anything really. But this whole tech being in a bed with the government now is getting actually even more scary, because I'm sure it's actually a lot worse than we even think. So, hey man, if you agree with me, let me know why. If you don't agree with me, let me know why. But I only am making this video because I do have a small platform, and if I could just, whether you agree with me or not, just kind of maybe make you aware of what's going in that screen you're looking at right now. And who's watching you? Anyway, guys, don't worry. I'm going to get back to it, man. We got some great things coming on. We are going to some of the hospitals in San Jose. We're going to be talking to doctors. And the biggest news, which I'm going to be making a video about, our real estate channel is going to be on the go in 2 weeks, full force. We got some people working with us on that. We're already filming properties. And I mean, this is going to be gangbusters too. So I'll try to slow down on these videos, all right? Anyway, guys, things are going to pop up. If you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere, you should always do your research and homework. And I'm going to put my videos up against anybody that makes videos about Costa Rica. I believe my perspective and experience here can match up against anybody's. I am the OG. Don't forget that. All right, man, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys.